What's going on, guys? MUSTANG here, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys all enjoyed that beautiful intro that you just saw. That's going to be our intro for a little bit on the channel here, so I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And while you're in the comments down below, also, I need you guys to please drop some questions for a Q&A. I want to do a Q&A on the channel. I think it's a good way to interact with you guys on a more personal level. I know it seems like sometimes because I'm a YouTuber that I'm so far away from everyone else, which I'm just a normal person, and I would love to interact with you guys. So drop some questions you may have for me down in the comments below, and hopefully it makes it into a video. With all that being said, let's hop into today's video and kind of why I want to talk to you guys. We are having some problems with the EcoBoost Mustang. Well, I should say we were having, because when you guys see this, it'll already be fixed. The other day I was changing the brakes, and I was up underneath over at Mike's house. I'm sure you guys have seen his house. He's got a lift, so we had on a lift doing the brakes. And I was underneath the car, and I saw that there was some grease that was right by the differential. I thought, possibly that it could have been related to the differential, which it kind of was. It turns out it was the drive shaft. So we opened up the drive shaft, and I'll show you guys some footage. If you guys can see this right here, let the camera focus a little bit. See this hole right here? That hole right there. That stuff is not supposed to be there. It's completely shot. You guys can see the bare broken metal exposed, so we're gonna have to deal with this issue here. Alright, so here is some close-ups of what's going on. You guys can see the cracks on the top there. Cracks are on the side on this one. Over here. Again, focus. More cracks there. Underneath. Cracked. This is what we got going on. So this is causing some vibration, some clunking noises, a little bit decrease on acceleration, and yeah, I mean, you can just see it is all types of blown apart. So we opened up the drive shaft and we saw basically what you guys just seen. It looks like a grenade went off in there. There was oil, or not oil, there was grease that was all over the underside of the car. It was burnt out of the exhaust. It looked absolutely terrible. So I don't know if you guys have tried to order a drive shaft through anybody recently, but basically everywhere that I checked was on back order for way too long, and I needed a drive shaft stat. So I went ahead and I called up a shop in Ohio. If you guys don't know, I'm from Ohio. Called up a shop in Ohio. It's called Team Beefcake Racing, and I want to give a big shout out to them. I'm not sponsored by them in any means. I just appreciate what they did for me. So they were able to locate a drive shaft for me and ship me out a drive shaft within 24 hours, and within 2 days it was here. So big shout out to them, because I don't know what I would have done if I wouldn't have gotten a drive shaft. Basically what we did is we took some grease and put some grease in the backside of the differential to kind of coat the internals a little bit. We pounded out the cracks to try to even them back out a little bit, and then what Mike did is Mike put some more silicone, or some silicone I should say, on the end of the differential, or on the end of the drive shaft, to stick into the differential. So it was kind of just going to be a quick fix. Hopefully it was going to get me through those few days that I needed a drive shaft. So it ended up taking about a week total from the time that I figured out I needed a drive shaft, like now, until the point where I got the drive shaft and put it in. So you guys are going to see a little bit of the install of the drive shaft. I didn't have too much footage because it's pretty straightforward. There's a total of, I want to say, like 8 or 9 bolts you have to take off. There's 3 or 4 in the front, and then I think there's 5 or 6 at the rear of the car. So it's pretty straightforward. You do have to take your exhaust off. On my car, at least, other cars might be different, but I know I had to take the drive shaft off, or the exhaust off on mine. So we took that off, super quick and easy. Boom, drop the exhaust, loosen up your bolts, and drive shaft goes in. It didn't have any issues, and the car runs fantastic now. Mike mentions how we may have, or I may have, some vibration due to the one-piece drive shaft. It's possible. And I will say, I've only drove the car, when you guys are seeing this, I literally got it done the night before. So there is a little bit more vibration. It got rid of the issues I was having before I got the drive shaft put in. But I do have some vibration between about 45 and 70 miles an hour. It's not too bad. It's definitely something that is noticeable, but it's not overly terrible. So the drive shaft I went with is the DRIVESHAFT Shop's 3.5-inch aluminum one-piece drive shaft, and the drive shaft is rated for 1,000 horsepower. I don't know if I'll ever be making 1,000 horsepower from the car. Probably not, but it's rated for it. It should help with days at the track, autocross events, launching, the Mexico races that we go on, and yeah, it just should be very beneficial for the car. It could have been a major problem. It could have really been a disaster had I not found Team Beefcake Racing. Ford's OEM drive shaft I could have found used, but I really didn't want to run into this situation ever again, so I opted to just go ahead and get a aftermarket, a little bit stronger, better performing drive shaft. Let's see. So I got mine from the DRIVESHAFT Shop, like I said, and they were on back order on the aluminum one-piece drive shaft for 8 to 10 weeks, which is huge delays. When I called Ford, they wanted a decent bit of money, almost the same amount for the DRIVESHAFT Shop's drive shaft, and they had no like shipping out date. They were on back order with no return, basically shipping, no shipping out date. So I was like, well, I can't do that, and so I started calling around. And basically, Team Beefcake Racing was the only people that I could find who had a drive shaft. So yeah, the car drives great. It's not really something that I can show you guys necessarily. It's not like I can really give a review of it. You guys will see the footage of comparison, you know, between the two, but that's about the extent of what I can do. All I can do is I can tell you that it does feel quicker, so you will get you know, a slight benefit launching the car. I have not done two-step, and as you can see, I don't have sticky tires on the back right now. I got my all seasons on there. We don't have really a drag setup right now, so I haven't been able to launch it. So I'm not exactly sure how great it does launching because those back tires spin. So I'm gonna assume it's probably gonna cut down my 60-foot times. So that should be beneficial and should help with track days. I'm not sure when we're going to get to the track, only because of all the stuff that's going on right now. So, you know, we'll cross those bridges when we get to them. Alright guys, so we got the new drive shaft here. We're going to get this installed. We're actually going to head over to Mike's, hopefully before it rains, and get this put in. Give me 1 second. I want you to see this storm that's about to be coming. So if you guys look at this, it is looking really dark out there, and we're gonna try to drive the car with the new drive shaft on, but you know, unfortunately it's probably gonna be raining, so we're not really gonna get a true test of how good this drive shaft is, but we can definitely get some stuff going on tomorrow. If you guys don't know, oh my god, if you guys don't know, tomorrow is actually the Woodward Cruise, the unofficial Woodward Cruise. Basically what's going on is they already canceled the official one, but they're going to open up and kind of do like an unofficial one. Everyone who goes to the official one basically is just going to drive up there and, you know, kind of do their own thing up there. So we're probably going to be doing that tomorrow. I don't know how much footage I'm going to get because whenever I go, it's really just kind of driving around. I don't happen to get ever into like any races or anything crazy, so we're just going to go up there, but we're going to go over to Mike's. We're going to get this drive shaft put in, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, so here's the difference. So here is the OEM drive shaft. You can see our fixed job here. There's the one-piece drive shaft from the DRIVESHAFT Shop. Two-piece, one-piece, way stronger, less strong. There you go. New drive shaft is in. Working on it right now. This is what we're working with here, boys. Hopefully this should cut down on some 60-foot times, get rid of a little bit of vibration. Like Mike said earlier, I don't know if you guys heard that or not. Still gonna have a little bit of vibration because it's a one-piece, but
it's possible.
Possibilities. It's possible we'll have some vibration. So here's a top side view of all the grease and all the nastiness that has been thrown up on my exhaust here. So that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Make sure to go drop a comment down below about what question you may have for the Q&A video that I would like to do. It's going to let you guys communicate with me on a more personal level, like I said at the beginning of the video. And also, if you want to feel more connected with me, go follow me on Instagram. The at name is @stangsauce_. So go check that out on Instagram. Give me a follow. If you enjoy this, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and as always, peace out.